Okay, I took speech for 4 years, I think. What's going on, y'all? That's what
Yes,
I meant to
sir.
say. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Lyric the Culture. This is episode 30. I do apologize. We might have had this recorded Wednesday. Life be lifing.
Yeah.
Like a mug.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, here we are today. We had an incredible weekend last week.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to talk about that.
Talk about that. How was your week this week, sir?
My week was good, man. I cannot complain. Working, I took an extra day off this week, just to recoup from last weekend. So that was helpful. And, it was a fast week, so I can't complain about that. Always try to represent hip hop. I got my Run DMC shirt on today. Yeah, man. I was feeling a little tougher than leather today. But yeah, how was your week?
Week was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It was still good, but like I said, I had another gig, you know what I'm saying? I'm the 3-man gig, you know what I'm saying, going over here. But yeah, they threw a monkey, like I was telling you, they threw a monkey wrench and shit, man.
Yeah.
And like dang on the job I was doing, it was supposed to be, when I'm working, doing what I do, it was supposed to be like 10 to 15 hours. Now they jumped the joint 23 hours, and I'm like, yo, and I work another job at night, and I get off like, there ain't no way.
Yeah, man, they gonna do stuff like that.
Man, that shit, wow, boy. So, but I'm still there. I'm gonna work something out. My supervisor on that, she's been pretty good. So I want to shout her out real quick. But yeah, they're gonna help us out on that. Hopefully, we'll get past this.
Hey, that's good, man.
They whipping the niggas. Well, this damn lurking late in the I'm like, over there, make them damn confused. Over there, I'm like, yo.
What's your name, boy?
Yeah, pretty much. Howard Wilson, your name, goddamn it, just told it. Howard Wilson. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like right there.
I feel you, man. I feel you. How's things with the family?
Oh, we good, man. Just, we all working, man. It is what it is right now. We all working. I'm trying to take my pops out for breakfast.
Oh, okay.
So, like, for Father's Day, so I texted him yesterday before going to work. I was like, yeah, man, Pops, let's go and have breakfast. Actually, I mispronounced the joint because I thought I put breakfast, but I put bread. Bread. Sunday.
Right, let's break bread.
And then he's like, let's do it next week. Let's do it next weekend. I'm like, nigga, it's Father's Day.
Right.
So
exactly.
That's why I'm trying to do it now.
Right. Exactly. That's the whole point.
The whole point about having it this Sunday, sir. Because I may not do it next Sunday.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, man. But
it is what it is. Yep. Yep. But yeah, this is episode 30, Layers of the Culture. We appreciate y'all, checking in with us once again. We are trying to build our community up on online. So, make sure y'all hit all the buttons, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Yes, sir.
And we need your support. I commend Curtis for doing all the online stuff. I really would try to get into it, man, but it's just so much I'm doing right now. But
hey, I get it, man. I get it.
Definitely want to applaud Curtis.
No problem, man.
He's been doing this stuff. He's been, I think I want to shout out to the people that, used to talking about the Baby Bam joint, got like 84,000 view joints.
Yeah.
Clap for that.
Yep.
And Ash Rising. Yeah, man. We really appreciate y'all. We appreciate, the people who's really been, with us, dealing with us.
Yeah, definitely.
We do something you like. please tell us if there's something we can work on.
Yep,
I try to
absolutely.
the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? Curtis, same way. But we gonna get this, man. We gonna do this. And yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, before we get too far into the show, I do have a couple of RIPS. Kind of sad to announce, and we lost a few people. So some of y'all know we lost Sly Stone from Sly and the Family Stone. I believe he was in his 80s. I think.
I think he was like 82.
Yeah, so he was up there. You know, definitely he was aging gracefully because he didn't look that old. I have to admit, he did not look that old.
You know, black.
Right. Most of us. But
unless you high yellow.
Right.
Yeah. We won't get into that.
But yeah, then we also lost Wayne Lewis, who was one of the founding members of the R&B group Atlantic Starr.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he passed away. I think he was only in his 60s. But and then we also lost another one of my favorite people, Ananda Lewis, who used to be on BET. She was on what was the show? I'll keep wanting to say Caribbean Rhythms, but I don't think that was it. It was one of the other shows, but you would know her if you saw her. But she was dealing with cancer, and she was trying to. She wasn't more than my age. She couldn't have been. Yeah. Yeah, she wasn't old at all. So, but she had cancer, and she had made a decision that she was going to try to fight it without all the heavy medical stuff. You know, she was trying to go natural and homeopathic and all that type of stuff. And I guess maybe it just didn't work. You know, I don't know, but that was what I heard, that she didn't want to go the traditional medical route. So anyway, but yeah, man. So rest in peace to all of them. Let's give them a moment of silence. All right. Thank y'all for doing that with us. Want to announce one other thing that's a little hard to hear. Rapper Silento, who was known for doing the song Let It Whip, the Nene song.
Yeah.
He was arrested and he's got 30 years because he killed his own cousin.
Damn.
Yep. So he has been convicted of that. Got 30 years, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the situation is, but supposedly he killed his own cousin. So
my man doing slick Rick.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Yep. I don't know if he ever did much more music outside of the Watch Me Whip song. That's the only thing I really know him for. But, you know, I feel like he may have had one or two other songs. But yeah, so it's sad to hear, man. You know, sad to hear because I mean, he could have been doing music and just keeping himself out of trouble. You know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. All right, so before we go too far, I'll go ahead and jump into some birthdays. Got a couple of weeks to catch up on. So back on May 30th, we had my man CeeLo Green and Big L. Rest in peace to Big L as well. Yes, sir. Happy birthday, and Big L. Rest in peace to Big L. Also on May 31st, we had Waka Flocka and the legend himself, DMC from Run DMC. You know what I mean? I don't know why it's a coincidence. I'm wearing the Run DMC. Promise it was not on purpose. On June 2nd, we had the Brat. No, I'm sorry, not the Brat. Be Real from Cypress Hill. Mad Skills. Yes, sir. My man Mad Skills from VA. And also the female legend Sparky D.
Okay.
Yeah, I threw up a post for her. Now, there is some controversy about her birthday. Some websites say that it's on June 2nd, and some say it's on June 17th. So I don't know, but I went ahead and threw it up on the 2nd because most of the websites say the 2nd. So I'm like, okay. On June 3rd, we have my man Dave East. Happy birthday to him. On June 4th, we had my man MC Jin. I haven't really heard anything from him in a while. I don't know what he's been up to, but he was one of my favorite lyricists from back in the day. June 5th, we had my man Aesop Rock.
Good.
On June 7th, we had Fetty Wap and Necro. Happy birthday to them. June 8th, we had Ye and also Black Rob. Rest in peace to Black Rob.
Whoa.
Yep. Also, my oldest stepdaughter was on June 8th as well. Happy birthday to her. June 10th, we had the DOC. Happy birthday to him.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. We also had Flesh and Bone. And we also had Darren Robinson, a.k.a. the Human Beatbox. Happy birthday and rest in peace to him. I threw up a post for him. He was always my favorite with the beatbox. Now, one thing I will say, Biz might have been, I don't know if he was the best, but he might have been the best because he could actually emulate all of their styles. He could do Dougie Fresh's style and he could do the Human Beatboxing style. Because there was a video or so, he was like, yeah, I could do all of them. And he did them all perfectly. I was like, yo, this dude is crazy. But my favorite was just, the Human Beatbox from the Fat Boys. Anyway, on June 11th, we had my man Kodak Black and also Lady of Rage. Happy birthday to them.
Also, my baby girl, Brittany.
Happy birthday, Britt.
On the 11th.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah. Y'all,
that's with a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all do anything to celebrate everything?
Shit, man.
Just working.
Hey. I am. Want to let y'all know, I will do something. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to be like, man, this nigga ain't shit. This nigga let this bitch work.
Right.
And then you up and working too. Y'all didn't need to come together.
Hey, sometimes you got to work hard and play later. You know what I mean?
Man, life.
Yeah, I get it, man. I get it, man. So it's all good.
I'm going to do something because, I really appreciate her.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not a day at the beach sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I really appreciate the thing that you do for me, do for us.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Happy birthday, baby.
Yeah, and she has heavily contributed to the podcast as well. So we appreciate you for that, Brittany. She gave us a lot of ideas and kind of helped us restructure. So we're still working on getting that lightning in the bottle, but we getting there. You know what I mean? So anyway. All right, so on June 14th, we had Gunna and also MC Ren from NWA. So happy birthday to them. June 15th, my man Ice Cube. Happy birthday to him. Yay.
I ain't heard him say that. Oh, Mecca.
I know, right? But yeah, so he's the man that got all the white folks going West Side. I was like, yo,
West Side. That's how you say that.
Yeah,
West Side.
Yeah,
see, I'm saying it. I'm cool with you.
You're like, yeah, just stop, sir. But finally on June 17th, we got my man Kendrick Lamar, who is having the year of his life. And also my man Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs. So that's two of the Bone members this month.
Do we miss Pac? Don't Pac got a birthday?
Is Pac this month?
Yeah.
You might have to look that up because I didn't. When I checked the website, he didn't come up.
That's why I thought it was 6/16.
It might be. I'll pencil that in.
Yeah, let me double check.
Yeah, Google it just to make sure because
I usually like Ice Cube and and Kendrick kind of fall within like
a couple of days. So yeah, it could be because I know he didn't come up on the website that I saw, so maybe I overlooked it or missed it. Yeah, but yeah, man, definitely rest in peace to Pac.
Yep,
6/16. Okay, so I did miss that. So happy birthday to him.
Tupac.
Yeah, man. I'll
Tupac. Right, I get around.
Yes, sir. So today is the 13th that we're taping this on. So by the time the 16th comes around, I'll definitely throw up a post for Pac on his birthday. So all right. So let me jump into some new music. I got a lot of music I want to throw out there. So first of all, and anybody who is not a Knicks fan, that's all right. Do your thing. But the Knicks, they came close to winning the East Coast Finals, and they lost. But there was a song that was made just for them called "Thank You Knicks," and it features Rakim, Busta Rhymes, Styles P, and Dave East.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a dope song. Dope song. And I love it, man. Y'all need to go check it out. It's called Thank You Knicks. So yeah, that's a dope song. And it's just more so, and I think it's long overdue. It's more so them saying we haven't come this far in a long time. Even though we didn't win, we never made it this far in the finals for like 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah, let's we want to show y'all that, we still got y'all back. Yeah,
that's cool, man.
Yeah. And then my man Benny the Butcher got a new joint out called Money and Power. Man, that joint is off the hook. Gives you that Griselda flavor that you love, man. So they killing it for Buffalo, man. My man Locksmith did a joint with Joel Ortiz called Closed Captioning. That's dope. Excuse me, y'all, for all this clear in my throat. I don't know where that came from all of a sudden. So go check that out. My man Graf and Corey Guns, they did a song called Deep Dirt. Yo, this is almost like the most gangsterous, almost horrorcore type song.
Damn.
It's that bloody murder type shit. I'm like, yo, these dudes trying to kill rappers. It's crazy, man. So y'all go check that out. Tribe Called Quest got a new joint out with Tash from the Alcoholics called Attention is a Drug. And we all know that's true because people just run into the internet just to get fame and doing whatever they can.
Game for that attention.
Right. You got to do more of that attention. So yeah. But that song is tight work too. So y'all check that out. We got a new joint by DMX called Bring Out the Worst, a posthumous song after his passing. So I know they talked about a lot of joints that he recorded that never got released. So hopefully we'll be getting a full album. But that song is pretty good. I like it. Let's see here. Cardi B put out a diss song against Offset. I said, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I try to give Cardi B the benefit of the doubt, but it's like you on that whole attention as a drug thing, because it's like she just won't shut up about the situation. You know what I mean? She keep going live about it. She making diss songs. The man ain't made no diss song about her, as far as I know. So it's like, just let it go. He cheated. Now you cheated.
Yeah.
Both of y'all cheated. It's over. Move on.
Yeah. I think a lot. I mean, well, that's the thing too. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't really paying attention to the superficial stuff because I mean, the world's crazy right now, as you can see. I mean, and it's just, she's trying to do, in my opinion, because I don't know. And I like Cardi B, honestly, but
yeah,
she's just trying to get as much attention on her as possible.
Right.
What she can get out of it, she's gonna try to get out. So
yeah. Yep, so that's what it is now. As of today, Slick Rick dropped his new album, Victory.
Yo.
It is pretty good, too. I've heard a couple of snippets. It's going to be a visual album, kind of like the whole, remember when Beyonce did the Lemonade, the visual? Yeah. It's like that. He doing a whole visual album. He got Nas on there. He got a few other people. And, I mean, I love it, man. From what I heard, it's dope. And so he's over promoting the album also in his hometown of London, because he's from over there. So yeah, man, he's trying to get back to his roots and all of that. So shout out to Slick Rick. The album is called Victory, so please go check it out. I heard he did a lot of stuff on it with Idris Elba, because he's also from over that way. So I don't know if he did any music like that, but somehow he's incorporated into the album. We got the Clips new album. I don't know if it's out yet, but I'm waiting on that. Yep. So y'all, definitely check it out, because the song Ace Trumpets is tight work. And then my man's Ghostface is dropping Supreme Clientele on June 20th. So that will be next Friday, I think. So yeah.
That's Supreme Clientele 2, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Supreme Clientele 2, my bad. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Ghost, I think he still got it, man. I mean, we definitely gonna talk about Wu-Tang and their performance. We did go check out their performance this past weekend on the Final Chamber tour, and he still got that energy, man. I loved it. So, but that's all I have for music. But y'all go check that out when it comes out. Supreme Clientele 2. The first one was a classic, so I feel like this one is going to be a classic as well. Oh, and the Carter Part 6. Lil Wayne, the Carter Part 6. That dropped already. It's been getting up and down reviews. Some people like it, some people hate it. I don't know if there's any in between, but from what I heard, at least half of it for me was good. I heard the first like 8 or 9 songs and they were good. But from what I heard, the second half of the album, the other 8 aren't so good.
We might need to do an album review.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, so we can give our honest opinion on that. So we'll plan that out and do a review on the Carter 6. But I still think Wayne got it as far as the bars. He got it, man. But they said that he did a lot of auto-tune and it just sounded like, it just wasn't good. It was a lot of just extra singing type stuff that people just didn't like. So most of that stuff I didn't really hear. I think he tried to lead strong on the album, like the first half, he put all of his best work into. And then maybe on the second half, he was like, all right, I'll just throw some stuff up there. You know what I mean? Right. But supposedly, he also got, he dropped a couple of remixes that are not on the album. Mm-hmm. He dropped one that said with Nicki Minaj, and they said that was pretty good. And another one with Future that was really good. So according to what I heard, they're like, yo, those should have been on the album. So maybe it was a time crunch thing, Maybe he had to hand the album in before he finished recording those, But anyway, let's jump into our question of the day. You wanted to throw out a question of the day for us.
Is Young Money done?
Okay. Is Young Money done? I kind of feel like they have hit their peak already. When they were all kind of dominating the charts, when it was Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Corey Guns, and Tiger, and all of them had music kind of going at the same time. To me, that was their best work. But now it's like Drake is not really Young Money anymore, I don't think. Nicki Minaj is doing her own thing. I mean, they still link up, obviously, from time to time, but I don't think they're officially Young Money anymore. At least it don't seem like it. Corey Guns is doing his own thing. He's still doing good work. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like maybe they're done, but Wayne still has some new artists. From what I understand, he has brought on some new artists, but I really don't know their work yet. So I'll leave it at that. So I'm going to say maybe. Just depending on what these new artists do. What do you think?
Well, I feel like someone kind of mentioned this, like I think the timing, especially with, like I said, real world events, things going on.
Right.
Like people kind of want to hear some things with substance. Not to, because I know people like, oh my God, we need to stop talking about this dude. But Kendrick kind of came in, last year, kind of changed the game, brought, artistry and stuff back. And these people that they just rapping about no substance and things, that's not going to work. Especially not in the time where, like I said, things are going on. We got riots out in the street.
Facts.
Yeah, you can't be like here with no party music talking about.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not, we're like, yeah, we look, man, we ride and we need to some shit like
right.
Get, like we out here wilding, y'all can't do no damn.
That's true.
Like my man said, you gotta do that electrifying music, not that pacifying I mean, world going to shit.
Yeah, I think they did say he didn't really have much on substance on the album. So yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I mean, and you don't have to necessarily talk about the world events, but you can, at least pull some type of inspiration.
Right.
You can do something. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's what
I
it
can
is.
agree with that.
I mean, it is what it is, and I'm not saying that they even have to do that, but at least talk about, well, hey, this is how I feel on things. This is how I see things. We may not like
Right.
your opinion on it, but at least if you give something with some substance, I think they'd be okay. But
Facts.
that they're and particularly with Drake, which we need to talk about that nigga. But Drake is a person, and don't get me wrong, I I get not trying to put too much of yourself out there.
Yeah.
But it's like, we really know this nigga? I don't know this nigga.
Not really. I mean, I don't know, man. I've never been that big of a fan, but nah, I don't think we really know him like that. You know what I mean? But a lot of people are saying that he's about to drop a new album also, which I don't know. Yeah, and that they're wondering if he's gonna drop any more disses on Kendrick or even Pusha T, because that's still kind of brewing. A lot of people are saying, I'm doing the Trump hands. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're gonna drop.
Listen to me, man. Pusha T, God, Trey, one of my favorite pushers.
Right.
One of the best pushers I know.
Exactly.
With no malice.
Yes,
no
sir.
Malice. And I think that Kendrick Lamar is going to be on some track. I forgot what the Asian trumpet is. I don't know. But anyway, and then Drake, like, God, gotta love him. Favorite Scorpio, best Scorpio I know. He's getting ready to drop this ice, man. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold.
It's gonna be cold.
Put on some hand warmers, folks. Put on some hand warmers.
Yeah, man. So I don't know if he's gonna do it or not, but I mean, I think he should leave it alone. To be honest, to me, if he drop any kind of diss, whether it's against Pusha T or Kendrick or anybody, he asking for it. You know what I mean? And it's just gonna be corny to me. But anyway, so y'all let us know what y'all think about the question of the day. Do you think Young Money has pretty much fallen off? Are they done? I mean, you think are they worthy of a strong comeback based on the Carter Six? And if you know any of his new artists, let us know, and we'll chop it up. All right, so let's jump into some topics real quick. So I know you didn't get to see the BET Awards, but I want to kind of throw some stuff out there about that because it was actually not bad. I feel like lately they've done better jobs at the BET Awards than the BET Hip Hop Awards. Typically, like last year, the Hip Hop Awards were trash. I don't know what they're going to do this year, but last year they just filmed at some club and it was just like, oh, so we're not getting like a full audience. But anyway, so Wayne performed. He did one of the songs from the Carter Six, one of the better songs called "Welcome to the Carter." I don't think I don't think it electrified the room as much as he wanted it to. People were definitely felt. It seemed like they were appreciative of him just on the strength of this is Lil Wayne. He's been in the business for 20 years. You know what I mean, or more, probably 25 years now. So I think because of that, people were just excited, but it felt like the song wasn't really doing it. Then he switched over and did the classic "A Milli," "A Milli, A Milli, A Milli," and when he did that, they loved that. They went crazy on that one. So when you hear that classic beat in his voice, it made sense. So that was pretty dope. They did a tribute to 106 in Park where they set up a little stage show where it looked like the set of 106 in Park, and they had the old host come back. I didn't even recognize Free at first, and I love Free. She still looks good, but she had on this outfit. To me, it was like almost like a grandma outfit. I guess she was trying to be a little more conservative, and I was just like, it was like probably like 2 or 3 minutes in. I was like, who is this lady? And I was like, wait a minute, that's Free. I was like, yo, what am I missing? But it was still good. It had Terrence J out there and all of that. He's from here in our hometown, Greensboro. He went to school here at A&T University, so he gave a shout out to A&T. They also did a segment of Rap City the Basement, which was dope. and they had Luda come through and do a freestyle.
Luda.
And he killed it, man. Luda always got those bars, man. It's not too many people who can stand toe to toe with him lyrically. So gotta give Luda his props. And he took it back in the day. He put his hair in the braids like he used to do, you know, the cornrows or whatever. He did that, so that was pretty dope. He kind of brought his old look back. So yeah, man, that was pretty dope. K-Dot swept the BET Awards.
Wow.
Came home with like 5 awards. It was dope because he got presented with his first award. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like Rapper of the Year, Artist of the Year, something like that. Yeah, he was there. So he's up on stage accepting this award. The host was Kevin Hart. So after he finished his speech for accepting the award, Kevin Hart comes out with like 4 or 5 more trophies or awards, and he's like, "Yeah, these are all yours too. we ain't gonna sit here and waste time. We just want everybody to know you won a bunch of awards." So here, Kendrick had to go off the stage try to hold all them shit. So yeah, it was funny as hell. But so yeah, it was, man, I was like, yo, he's having another great year. 2024, he had a great year. 2025, another great year. He on tour, doing the Grand National Tour. He performed in Toronto at Drake's hometown and killed it. The crowd was begging him to do Not Like Us and Euphoria again and again.
Oh, and remember, he performs again in Toronto.
Okay.
Tonight?
Okay.
Yeah, he doing those back to back.
Back to back. So yeah, I saw a clip just a little while ago where the crowd, after he performed like They Not Like Us, they was yelling, "One more time, one more." I mean, I'm like, yo, that's hard to hear when that's supposed to be Drake's hometown.
Yo, them supposed to be your niggas,
right?
Drake.
They like,
damn, they supposed to be your niggas, Drake.
Mm-hmm.
How's Toronto rep in LA harder than they rep in Toronto? God
Facts.
damn, Drake.
Facts. So yeah, I couldn't help but mention that one. That was wild work to me, man. They said he tore the house down.
Damn,
so
Drake went for God damn, yeah.
Yo, that is wild, man. But yeah, so the BET Awards was pretty good. And you know, I had no real complaints about that. I'm glad they did the tributes like to 106 in Park and Rap City. I don't think unless I missed them for 106 in Park, I don't think I saw AJ. If he was there, I might have missed him. Like I said, I almost missed Free. So if he was there, shout out to AJ. If not, you know, shout out to AJ either way. All right, so what do you want to talk about now? You want to talk about this Diddy trial at all? It's still going on, man. The baby oil don't stop. Yo, the memes and the funny skits, man, they're at their peak right now, man. I'm telling you, they are killing this nigga in the internet, in Beyonce's internet, as they say. But yeah, man. I mean, right now they're around day number 23, I want to say, on the trial. So it's going and going, man. I don't know how much longer it's going, but it's getting wild, man. It's just a lot of, now they've got a lot of recordings coming out where you can hear his voice saying stuff to people. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he's not gonna get too much of a hefty conviction sentence. Yeah. I think he's going to get something, but I feel like most of the stuff that they're bringing up is not that incriminating. You know, it's about, you can hear him talking about his nicknames for the women that he was dealing with and his relationship stuff. I mean, yeah, he did stuff like, you know, they got proof that he was doing like 3 ways with them and having sex with multiple people and all of that, but that's not really, you know,
that's not criminal. I mean,
right? That's not really that big. Yeah, exactly. So it's more so, you know, you got to get him convicted on like trafficking, like you know, because there was one chick who said she was held against her will and kind of kidnapped. So we need more of that stuff, not just, oh yeah, I used baby oil to go in yet. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? We need more incriminating stuff, not just gossip and
Yo,
tea.
is Meek Mill gonna take this down?
I don't know, man. Well, that would be funny as shit, yo. Yo.
Wait a minute. I thought we were finished.
Oh, wait a minute. Yo, Meek Mill, I don't know what you're doing, bro, but yo, if they call, because they already got Kid Cudi on the stand, but.
Well, I mean, Kid Cudi shit, man, listen. The nigga blew up his car.
Right, exactly.
Yo, like on some motherfucking like Mission Impossible shit. Talk about some, yo.
They showed pictures of that shit too. I had never seen the pictures until now, but they said before the car thing happened, he had called Kid Cudi on the phone. No, Kid Cudi called him because somebody called Kid Cudi and said, yo, I think Diddy at your house. So he called Diddy's number. He's like, yo, what's going on? And Diddy was like, yeah, I'm here. I'm inside your house, playboy. I could do some things you don't even want me to do and blah, blah, blah. And then right after that was when the car thing happened. So Kid Cudi tries to run home to catch him, and before he gets there, Diddy's gone. Yeah. But the car, still happened. Yeah, I'm like, yo, this, I did not know.
And the mud, like, I don't remember, apologize. Yeah. Sorry about your car.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll take you out to lunch one day, Big Daddy. Yeah. 50 didn't want to go shopping, but I'll take you shopping.
You wore dresses anyway.
He sure did. I think I wore a dress a couple times.
You look real good.
Yeah, Playboy. Yeah, Playboy. We gonna take you shopping. Yeah. You know what I mean? At the ladies' store.
Yeah. Jokes. All jokes aside. All jokes aside. But what you were saying, like, yeah, we need more stuff on
the real criminal shit. Yeah.
But they're doing all that stuff. Shout out to. I want to shout out the leader for this. But he makes an excellent point. Whereas, they're trying to get him on, like, assassinate his character so bad that if they do stuff unlawfully, we wouldn't care because, the court of public opinion.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't matter. Like, yeah, fuck it. He deserves it. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he don't deserve what he does. But again, you have other folks, other people, especially the palm colored variety, have done way worse than what he done, and they still was able to keep all their assets and everything, pass them things down to the kids and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So those things, I don't think, I'm saying, like, get them on some good stuff, but don't get them like to where it fuck up his whole family. Because unless they assholes too, and they was in on some of it, because I'm pretty sure all of them they really had nothing to do in it.
Right, right.
Even with that, I'm saying, over the whole overall thing, I don't think his legacy should be tarnished. Tarnished and destroyed, for as far as, like, passing down stuff to the kids.
Right.
And stuff. I think he should be able, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, so that's, that whole trial is still going on, it's going strong, and, we're going to see what happens. But I kind of feel like, they're building up a case to make him look bad in the court of public opinion, but as far as the conviction on what he should go to jail for, like the RICO shit, I feel like they need to get stronger on that. So, if you really want him to have some time on his hand, because in my opinion, he'll probably get like maybe 5-10 years at the most, and he'll be right back out. Yeah. You know what I mean? He might be on a cane or something like that, walking. So I told you that we won't stop. Told you that we won't stop.
You call it, hey, Johnson.
Right.
Not different.
Right.
I'm gonna help you sell that baby.
Yeah. And make sure I get a pallet.
Yeah.
A pallet full.
I got connects. I'll tell you, we don't stop.
Like, Mr. Combs, you don't have any more money, sir. I do, Playboy. Trust me.
Listen, we got it. The image is gonna be great.
I got so much money stashed overseas, you don't even understand.
Yeah, I'm saying, man, the judge shit. He should be spokesperson for to the Johnson.
He should. All that fucking baby oil.
Else, if all else fails.
Shit. He bought one at Walmart, bought shit. But oh yeah, and one other thing about the BET Awards I wanted to mention. Your boy Academics went to not the BET Awards. I'm sorry. The Toronto thing.
Yeah, GNX.
Yeah, GNX tour. He went to that and he got confronted by Dave Free and somebody else.
And you know, on the freestyle 616.
Yeah.
Antonio Sorella.
Okay, there you go.
But you're trying to something like you're trying to get an ant. That's who Kendrick was talking about.
Right.
That's Kendrick's manager.
And so he Academics went live after the fact, and he tried to talk about the incident, but he tried to downplay it a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had a nice conversation with these gentlemen, and you could tell that they confronted you. You know what I mean? Because he actually said that Dave Free was like, "Yo, you know, like Ice Cube and Boys in the Hood, we got a problem here. We got a problem here." It sounded like he was on some shit like that. Like, "Yo, we got a problem or what?" And he was like, "No, sir, we don't have any problems. I'm just doing my job as a podcaster." You know what I mean? That's what it sounded like. He came off as like, "I don't want any beef. I know I talk a lot of shit, but I don't want any beef." You know what I mean? I don't want any beef. My name is Donald Trump. I don't want any beef.
You don't want any problems. I don't want any problems. Yes, they ain't free. And it's like, they don't want any problems.
You know what I mean?
I see that you have something, you're pointing to something that you did.
Right.
Leave that alone.
I don't want any problems.
You don't want any problems. Listen, I understand you're upset about the Drake album. Iceman, get your hand warmers, please.
Right.
Hand warmers.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm hoping that Dave Free and the other guy, Antonio Soleil, I hope they come out and tell their side of the story.
Yeah.
Because I know he watered that shit down.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody can tell he was watering that down.
Watered down like a damn grapevine.
Uh-huh. But I mean, my thing is, you know, what he was trying to do, he was trying to probably be on that, you know, see, even though I don't like Kendrick, I can go where I want. And ain't nobody gonna mess with me. But he rented one of those box rooms that be above the arena where you just look out the glass. You wasn't in the crowd. If you was in the crowd, motherfuckers would have probably approached you on some shit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So he knew better.
Not just Kendrick. Matter of fact, there might be some Toronto niggas out there.
Exactly.
Hard party, like, yo, man. It's good.
Yeah, it was good.
It's good. Put in that work.
But yeah, man. We got to talk about the Wu-Tang tour before we go. But were there any other topics that I missed or anything?
Nah.
All right. So yeah, we got to talk about that, man. We got a chance to go to the Wu-Tang Final Chamber tour when it came through here. And not right here in our city, but, you know, we had to drive a little bit.
Yeah, we had to, you know, go on a tour.
Yeah, man.
Had to go, you know,
on a war tour.
Yeah, on the journey. Yeah.
We on a war tour. But yeah, man, it was dope, man. We actually got some good seats. We were really close to the stage. And I mean, first of all, we got to shout out Run the Jewels because they opened up the show.
Run the Jewels went hard.
They had it electrified in there, man, because their beats go so hard to me, man. Their beats had the floor shaking. And their beats had so much energy. And so I was loving it. They performed for a good 45 minutes to an hour, close to an hour. It wasn't a full hour, but at least 45 minutes. And they did a bunch of their stuff. You know, I missed Ooh La La. I missed that one.
Ooh La La La, wee wee.
I was so mad because I was trying to tape a lot of the performances on my phone. And as soon as that one came up, when I hit record, my phone's like, nope, not recording. It just kept saying, can't record. I'm like, yo, did I lose my a lot of space or something? But my phone has plenty of space. I got a brand new phone. So I knew it wasn't that. So I just kept trying over and over again. It wouldn't work. And then I finally rebooted my phone. I was like, let me just power it down, power back on. Once it came on, it was good to go. But they had already finished the song. I was like, son of a bitch. Did you get that one?
Yeah, I think I got that one. I got to go back and see, but I never got that. Run the jewels, man. Run the jewels.
Run it. Yo.
Slow.
Yeah.
When that came out, wow.
Yeah, that was my shit. I tried to get that one too. I don't think I got that one. Let me see. I don't think I got that one either, but I have to check.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was.
The people we sat next to, they were pretty chill too.
Yeah, we sat next to some pretty chill, a couple of females that were, I felt like they were kind of in a relationship. I don't know, I might be wrong, but that was the vibe I was getting. But they was definitely the one that sat close to me. She was like, she didn't know Run the Jewels. She was like, do you know these guys? I was like, yeah, they dope. I was like, it's Run the Jewels, Killer Mike, LP, blah blah blah. And when the music started, she was like, oh shit, she was getting into it. So yeah, I'm glad that they were appreciating the music because, she could have been like, oh, I don't know them. I ain't excited about that.
Oh, we had this going down the road, we had a conversation of white rappers.
Yeah.
And there is one white rapper that gets overlooked.
Every time. LP, every time.
Man, listen. I understand the whole, white people are guests in hip hop and all that.
Yeah.
Actually, we should talk about Lord Jamar because he's going back to Vlad.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We can kind of throw that in there too.
LP man has literally put hip hop on his back and just did it.
Yeah.
Like he never, and he ain't really like no flashy like pop dude. Like he real about the hip hop.
Yeah, he for the culture, man.
He done definite Chucks. He was the leader of that. I mean, that didn't fall through, obviously, but it had some powerful dudes in the the 2000s. Had Merge, Mr. Lift,
okay,
ASAP Rock. You know what I'm saying? Trying to think who else, but yeah, they. You know what I'm saying? Like he had that going together. He had some underground classics. He done that one joint with him and Dale. Man, that's like a classic right there. I have to go back and find that one. But yeah, man, that man put hip hop on his back.
Facts, man. And
yeah, man, he definitely one of the dopest. He don't really get mentioned enough, man. So
definitely
LP,
not.
Man, salute, dude.
Yeah, man.
Real,
Shout out to LP,
salute,
man. That's one of the illest dudes, bar heavy, man. Just bar heavy. Trust me on that. And he's got a dope cadence. And him and Killer Mike make a good combo, man.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I'm saying. The Run the Jewels joint. I don't think people know how clever. I'm not saying that to say that people are dumb. I'm just saying I don't think people don't understand how smart and clever this is. You got a guy from the South, and you got a guy from New York, like New York and Atlanta. This is supposed to be like, like T.I. is up there, like, yeah, we got, New York boys up here doing this.
Right.
We in the South, blah 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 blah. But no, like you got these two guys, making music together.
Yeah.
Once they DJ, you know what I'm saying?
And exactly.
They got their own sound, and it's just dope, man. So shout out to them.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them, man. I can't wait till we get the next project from them, because they go hard on everything. So. All right, so but yeah, back to the Wu-Tang tour, man. When Wu-Tang came out, they did pretty much all the classics that you would expect. I think they could have done a whole bunch more, but they had but so much time. So we got Protect Your Neck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's their first song, so we can't really go without that.
First, man. You with the verse.
Obviously, yeah, man. Listen, and they had ODB Jr. performing all of his parts, man. So that was dope. Just like they did on the Wu-Tang and Nas tour that we went to. He was there as well. But they did Bring the Ruckus. Yeah, Bring the motherfucking Ruckus. They did Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to Fuck With. You know what I mean? That one.
Oh, and then, what was crazy? Method Man comes out of the
floor, yeah.
I was like, I said, they ain't gonna even bring Method. And then he's like, remember the man?
Yeah. And I'm mad about that because I recorded the song, but I didn't record him coming out the floor.
Yeah,
I was focused on somebody else on the stage, and then when I heard his voice, I kind of moved over and he was already up. I was like, fuck, I missed that shit.
Oh yeah, I got that. I've been trying to send that to my homeboy.
Yeah. You might need to put that on one of our pages, yeah.
Nah, that's
like maybe clip that little part or something.
That shit was dope. He came through, he's like, woo, it came up,
yeah.
That was
That was dope. That's dope.
Man, listen, that's a show right there.
Yeah, so they did everything. They did Cream. They did Can It All Be So Simple? Yeah, man. No, Can It Be That It Was Also Simple?
Did they do? Yeah, they did the art of chess boxing.
Mystery Chess Boxing. Yep, they did that. I got that one. What else did they do? They did a couple other ones. Ice Cream. They did Ice Cream. Tears. Yep, that's my favorite right there. They had me in the zone with Tears. I was like, yo, I got to go back and hear that when I get home. Yeah, and they had what's the old girl, Blue Raspberry, on stage.
Yeah.
Singing. She was killing it, man. She was killing it. She sounded just like it was on the album. Like she needs no studio magic. None of that. So yeah, man. So it was dope, man. They had everybody there except ODB, because we had Capadonna, everybody.
Yeah, Capadonna was there. Yeah.
Master Killer was there. We didn't get much action from Master Killer. We only got I think a couple of bars from him.
Yeah, I wish he dropped that basic instruction before leaving. Well, that probably.
Right.
But that'd been dope when he dropped that.
Yeah. You know what I wanted them to do? I wanted them to do Glaciers of Ice from Raekwon, because Master Killer's verse on that, to me, was his best verse ever to me. I don't know why I cannot stop listening to that verse. Proceed with caution as you enter the symphony. Degrees of punishment increase intensely. Man, that goes so hard. The whole song is hard, but his part just killed it for me. I felt like it was like a mic drop when he finished. Like, I'm good now. But yeah, man. So we enjoyed it, man. It was great vibes. A couple of my people was there. One of my homeboys, I had posted live on Facebook while we were there, and he was like, "Yo, I'm here too." During the intermission, he came over and dapped me up because he was pretty close to the stage, but he was on the other side. And then later on that night, after we was home, one of my homegirls, she also said she was there. I was like, yo, you was there too? So I'm like, yo, this was dope, man. She was kind of toward the back, but she was there too. And she posted a few performances. But one thing that happened that several people had mentioned, and we talked about this too, Jizza was not right. Something was not right about Jizza.
I think Jizza was off.
Me and Howie was talking about it while we were at the show, and then, I'm sorry, after the show, when we was on the way back, and then my homeboy that dapped me up while we was there, he mentioned it. He messaged me. He was like, "Yo, did you notice something was off about Jizz?" I was like, "Yes." Okay, so it wasn't just us. And so then when I posted some clips on our TikTok and stuff like that, two people commented the same thing. They was like, "Yo, was something off with Jizza?" And I'm like, "Yo." So something was definitely off. It felt like his energy was just not there.
Yeah.
He was very stiff and stoic like, and his head was down a lot. Now, while they perform, they show also their faces up on the big monitor at the same time. Facial wise, he looked okay. I could see him just rapping his butt off, with the energy and all the expressions. But meanwhile, he's just kind of standing there, just like he's almost tired or something. It was just like, yo, what's happening? What was your take on that?
Like I said, man, I just thought that something was off, and I'm like, man. And then it kind of dawned on me too. It's like, well, maybe this is why they're having their final tour,
right?
Because, like, man, come on, man. Wu-Tang, like Meth said it best when the Wu-Tang played, hey, we form like Voltron, just the head.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Jizza is definitely like one of those dudes. Like sometimes when I be freestyling, folks, and I'm doing this in
quotations.
Sometimes I do my best to like imitate him a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that Jizza is like my favorite artist from the Wu-Tang.
Mm-hmm.
But he definitely gets mad respect for what he does.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Ghost. I like Ghost and Ray.
Yeah.
I guess I would say Rebel 9S, Inspector Deck, But I mean, Jizza's up there though, man. And I just hate to see like, that, because I think I felt to me, it felt like for me, it felt like, I don't know if people watched the verses with Isaac Rose and Earth, Wind and Fire. Ron, there was something off about Ron Osley too. If you was paying attention,
Right,
Ernie would have had to like tap him like, "Hey, let's go, let's get up and do this." And I felt like,
yeah,
that's
physically
what
he
I was
looked good,
seeing.
but yeah, you could tell his responsiveness was just off. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I'm hoping he's okay. I definitely, you know, my thoughts and prayers with him. Um, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's, and again, I think that's probably why they're trying to do this
Yeah.
for the last
Yeah.
time, because they were probably like, well, yeah, we're probably not. I mean, then too, they're not that they're old, but they are getting up in age. I mean, you running around, yeah, you running around all the time, and you like 50 and stuff like, yeah, it gets to you at a point.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
I'm 40, and what I'm doing, which I could be in better shape, what I'm doing is kicking my ass. So I can only
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah.
them running around the country and all that. That takes a lot of stuff.
Yeah, man, and I hope, like you said, that everything is good. But if he is dealing with something, we definitely keep him in our
Yeah.
prayers, because he is one of the doper members of the Wu. I think he's one of the more bar heavy lyricists, but he's not as popular as the other ones. But he's still one of the favorites, and so
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to do a segment on it. Maybe I'll go back through my recordings because there was a couple times where RZA felt like it felt like RZA was holding him up. Like he was trying to rap, and Riz one time when RZA came behind him and kind of held his back, like "Don't fall, nigga." You know what I mean? I was like, "Yo, this is not good." So I'm gonna try to go through and comb through the clips and maybe do a segment on it because, like I said, people are saying that they noticed it too. And so now that they're doing other stops on the tour, I wonder if other people are picking up on it. And not to really say that something is, we're not trying to disrespect this man. We're worried about him.
Yeah.
So we're just doing this more so to say, hey, is everything okay? You know what I mean?
And I hope it's just like maybe have just a fluke and everything will be all right. But,
Right.
yeah, we definitely. I mean, as we're older black men ourselves. We are concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. But yeah, man, I'm gonna try to get our this episode posted as soon as possible. If not today, I'll try to get it no later than tomorrow, Saturday, because we're a little behind, and got a lot of stuff going on. So, but yeah, man. But yeah, let's before we wrap it up, let's talk about this Lord Jamar DJ Vlad. Well, that nigga ain't no DJ, but Vlad, Vlad, the hip hop impaler. But because he a culture vulture to me. But anyway, but yeah, Godfrey has talked about it. Saying that basically Lord Jamar, they call him Fraud Jamar, saying that he went back and I guess he did a video with Vlad, an interview, and after all of this, a lot of people are like, when you think about it, when this whole shit dropped off, when Vlad first made the offensive comments about Minister Farrakhan, Lord Jamar and Godfrey both said that they weren't going to fuck with him. And everybody now is saying the same thing. We always thought that if anybody broke, it would be Godfrey, not Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar always comes off as a man of principle, like, nah, fuck that. To the day I die, I will never do this. You know what I mean? But it wound up being Lord Jamar that broke and went back. I'm not gonna go looking at the video because I don't fuck with Vlad. Only time I've ever seen Vlad video since then is if somebody else stitches it.
Yeah.
I will not go to Vlad's page. I'm not giving him no viewership, nothing. I unsubscribe. Exactly. I unsubscribe from everything. Because at first I was really trying to give him credit, like, okay, this white dude really trying to do some stuff for the culture. But after that, I was like, nah. You know what I mean? He refused to apologize and, he just act like he was just above everything. So if somebody else stitches the Lord Jamar thing, I'll check it out, but I'm not going to look for it. If it comes across my timeline, I'll check it out.
Well, my thing of it is when it initially happened, I recall, because I think this was when they were doing, he was still doing the Godcast.
Yeah. Rod Digger.
Yeah, Rod Digger. But I think it was him and Godfrey. They was having this discussion. Godfrey clearly said, okay, because of this situation, I feel that, we're going to take break.
Yeah.
And then Lord Jamar said, no, we're not going back.
Yeah.
Godfrey was actually took him back. He was like, what? Wait a minute, what?
Right. So we're just not going to deal with him at all?
We're not going back.
Exactly.
So, yeah, but like you said, you thought Godfrey would break first.
Right.
Nah, Godfrey's been, and, shout out to Godfrey. The one thing about him, like he's been doing his thing. His shows is actually moving up.
Yeah.
He's been, his show's been moving up. He's been actually, his online stuff has been more present. Him doing the jokes, him doing the Trump shit, and the motherfucking. Now, what killed me when he do the Elon Musk joke?
Yo. And he do. I promise you. He sounds just like that fool. He sounds just like that fool, yo. Yeah, man. Godfrey is a genius with the comedy, man. I would love to go to one of his shows. If he ever come through here, I'm going. I'm going. So you can count on that, Godfrey. If you ever see this, I'm going.
Shout out to Godfrey. When we were doing our old show, that was something that we brought up. Like, was Vlad a necessary evil? Because in one instant, it looked like he was like snitching on folks and all that stuff in the culture. But on the other instance, like, to me, what I initially saw was like, okay, he's got a time capsule of Black culture from all walks of life. He got the older, the younger, he got what the young people were saying. And it was really, at that time, it was really interesting to watch those interviews to really get, now granted, there were a few people, like I would cue in more to the Lord Jamar, Tech Nine, whoever that was, well, not Tech Nine, excuse me, Immortal Technique. Because I think Immortal Technique was on there. I don't know if Tech Nine ever made it on the show. But, I try to, be more cued to that because that's what I was like. But I still watch, some of the young cats saying stuff.
Facts.
One of the funniest shit was fucking Daylight when he dressed up as a white man. It's like, yes, man, this. I said, wait a minute, what about your hands? Like black man like this?
Trying to hide him real quick. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. But yeah, man, that shit's funny as shit, man. But I ain't gonna lie, Lord Jamar, he seemed like to me he kind of went downhill ever since the flat Earth debate came up.
Yeah.
After that, I started looking at him a little different. Like, yo, what's going on, man? You was talking all this shit. Where's your stand-upness? You know what I mean?
And that's the thing with the flat Earth thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, dismissing anybody who believed that, or even the round Earth stuff. I mean,
right.
There's things that both have that are pretty interesting, from pretty interesting arguments. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you going to challenge a professor and get your boots smoked,
exactly,
and get be torn up about it.
Yeah,
a lot of these, and it's not just Lord Jamar. I don't want to bring this back up, but the whole Billy Carson thing, he got a debate, and he got his boot smoked by somebody. I forgot what it was. It was on some basic Christianity or something like that.
Right.
He got his boot smoked, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
It's like certain things. It's like, okay, you lost one, but I mean, one thing about Billy, I don't think he like crashed out like Jamar, and then Jamar's up there going to sue Godfrey.
Yo, that's ridiculous, man. Come on, man.
And I want to shout out, I think C Smooth. I ain't really watched his channel in a while, but he said, y'all need to get away from him because he's not good. He's gonna pull y'all down.
Yeah.
And it's one thing about Lord Jamar. That mother was Lord James. Listen, y'all think he was this man? Listen, and when he was in Brand Nubian, he was pumping gas. I'm like, God damn. He was pumping gas.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Yeah, man. But I have to admit though, man, I never thought I'd see this side of Lord Jamar, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. So, but
Hey,
2025, the world is going in the opposite direction. You know what I mean? So
now, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna rip that pump jump up to get.
Oh yeah.
That's my shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, and all for one, one for all, and the classics. I mean, you can't take that away from them.
Facts. Never.
I also think he was really good with the whole, the hip hop, with the Puerto Rican thing. I think he was good on that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this going back to Vlad, I think that was just that was for you to be like for black people like that's kind of a slap in the face. To be honest with you.
Right.
Big slap in the face.
Yeah, so y'all let us know what y'all think about that in the comments, man, because it's a tricky situation, man. I mean, it feels like, Lord Jamar is kind of going downhill, and I don't know. I don't know if he can come back after this because, like you said, the God cast, we ain't really, I don't even know is he even doing that at all, or did he kind of just completely?
I see some stuff here and there. It just hasn't really been holding my interest. I mean, I could probably go back and look at but it really hasn't been holding interest to me. A lot of it sounds like, he's bitter or angry and stuff like that. And that's just like, dude, man.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I know what this world and all this stuff is, but at the same time, you can't be super bitter and all that stuff and expect like good things to come. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, man, we, like I said, we are doing our best to grow our channel, especially here on YouTube. So we really could use the viewership and the follow. So please don't forget, hit the buttons, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Brothers and sisters, we need
funds
allocated. But yeah, if you really like what we're doing, hit those buttons. We really appreciate it because I mean, we need to jump into that algorithm game. You know what I mean? We get more viewership the more people hit the buttons and things like that, and share the clips if you like what you like. Share it with somebody else. And we're all over the place. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on X, Twitter, Spotify, YouTube. You know what I mean?
We like rockers. We Tangs around here.
Right.
I'm the landlord, the janitor, I mop the damn floor.
With you.
Shout out, bro. Yo, I gotta watch this play. I ain't watched this
in a while either.
Yeah, Rocky be out with that marcher, man.
Yeah, man. I mopped the damn floor. With you. Yo, he basically like, if you don't subscribe, I'm gonna fuck you up. Yo, but anyway, man, I guess we can sign off, man. You got anything else you want to throw out before we do that? All right, man. So for episode 30, Layers of the Culture, this is your man, Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we'll see y'all next time.